Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately referred to as Stark Vegas, where earplugs are highly recommended because the cowbells will be ringing. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Texas A&M Aggies. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Mississippi State right back to the line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick strike complete. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
You'll call for the fair catch here. The Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football. This guy has a little bit of that too. If they can find more creative ways to get this guy out in the open field, watch out, because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. No fear from this freshman quarterback as he picks up the first down himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. They go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll run play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Fair catch, called for and made. Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes his connection. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand.
Picked off. Bringing it back. At the 20. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Texas A&M will line up with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Trying to get to him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Firing to the right, complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Got the quick pass. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Offense in the hurry-up. From the gun to give, looking for room. And the Bulldogs get enough for the first down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. The play action fake. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Trying to beat the D deep. And the pass is picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the...
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year. Things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
Running it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Mississippi State going up tempo. Give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? He'll keep it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football. Now, those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's where you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is some... repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game one.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rice. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Looking deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Unloads it left. He caught it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
A 1st down run in the red zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Third and goal for the offense.
3:25.
From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Starkville. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
Mississippi State has it teed up, ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
And the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, then something can start to do. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialed.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. At the 40, there he goes. He's up to 73 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They're trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
That's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Got his man quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Mississippi State right back to the line. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it on the read. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Davis. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Number 8 on the field goal.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Running behind that left side. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking off. They'll go right back to the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's past the 30. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
on the play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Aggies are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Feeling some heat. That's caught. It's Green. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from losing the stakes. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Mississippi State going up tempo.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and complete the call.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
He's going to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly. Got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Booth. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. He's back to throw on second down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the handoff. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They bring him down strong. Effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.